Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes of Israel. Today I'm going to deal with a Bible share called Doing Me Culture, the Selfish Modern Woman. Doing Me Culture, the Selfish Modern Woman. Now, in this video, it's a 30-something-year-old woman, and I believe she's been with her man, right? He's really her husband, really. I mean, I know they didn't sign the legal contract, but you're with someone for 11 years, that's your husband, right? It doesn't matter what contract you didn't sign. That is really your husband. That's your man, right? And you are his woman or his wife, right? So she's been for, I think it's over 10 years with this man. And then she said, oh, well, we got together really young. And now she's looking to leave, and she's looking, well, I think she's already left, and she's looking for a new man, right? And to me, I don't think there's an excuse to break up a relationship like that. I don't, especially when there's children involved. And biblically speaking, you can't just leave for any stupid reason, right? And a lot of people, they say things because deep down inside they're thinking, oh, well, I'm just tired of this. The grass is greener. Because they've heard one of their girlfriends say, oh, well, I'm having non-stop sex. Oh, my sex life is through the roof. And they're hearing all of this nonsense. And they don't realize that's just the devil putting thoughts in your head so that you go and screw up your relationship.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
33. What you do for a living?
I'm a realtor and a real estate investor.
Realtor and a real estate investor. You have any kids?
I do. I have two boys. My oldest is 12. My youngest is 1.
You have a 1-year-old?
Yes.
Are they by the same man?
Yes.
Why y'all not together? You had a baby a year ago.
Um, because I feel like we got together when we were so young. We didn't really know what we wanted in a relationship. We didn't know what it entailed. And so as we gotten older, we started to grow apart. We were growing, together. So it just wasn't working out.
Now, this is me talking in general. I do despise it when people say, oh, we got together when we were really young. And when you ask them, when did you get together? They go, oh, we were both in our early 20s. Well, hang on. Okay, you say you got together when you were very young. But when you're 20, you're old enough to know what a relationship should be, surely. Because you spent 20 years growing. When you're 20, you become a grown man and a grown woman. You probably already lived quarter of your life, or probably a little bit under quarter of your life. So you should know what a relationship is about, because you should have grew with that teaching, with that molding, right? So I hate when people say things like, oh, we got together really young, we didn't know what a relationship is. I don't believe in that. And growing apart, I don't believe in growing apart. I think you make a conscious decision to grow apart. You make a conscious decision to not give it 100% because you want to leave, basically. You think, oh, the grass is greener out there. Let me ditch him or let me ditch her and let me do me.
Long
When did y'all break up?
short, in 2021.
Okay. Have you guys ever been married?
No.
No. Okay. So this is Tasha, Phoenix, Arizona, 33, real estate agent and real estate investor, has 2 children, 12 and 1.
So I want somebody whole, first and foremost. I don't want no broken man, no way, no shape, form. Don't come to me with no broken pockets, broken heart, broken mentality.
Well, you said no waiting on State Farm.
I said no way, shape, or form.
Oh, no way, shape, or form. Okay.
Yeah, come to me whole. Like I want somebody who is stable, financially literate, who is I prefer a business owner or entrepreneur, because what I do, like I'm an entrepreneur, and I just don't feel like I would be good with somebody who is not, simply because I take a lot of risks. And I just want my person to understand the risk that is involved with being an entrepreneur. So I prefer somebody who is a business owner, God fearing, absolutely. He has to be God fearing. And what I mean by God fearing is like, you know, your Bible, you know what it's not, don't try to use it to manipulate me and get me to do what you want. Like you actually practice. Granted, we're all gonna fall short, because I'm not perfect and I'm not gonna ever make it seem like I'm just a perfect Christian. However, I do try to, you know, do what's right and be right with God. He has to pray. He has to know how to pray. He has to know how to lead. He has to be a good role model because I have two young Black boys. So he has to be a good role model, although their father is in the picture and he's an amazing father. But if you're gonna be around my kids, you gotta be a good role model. Um,
Now, I don't know if you laying down the law about financially literate and he must be business minded and all the rest of that stuff. I don't know if that is going to bring you success, because marriage is not about a business. It's not about a business in the sense that you have your own business and he has his own business and you're both business minded. It's not necessarily about that. And if you're starting something afresh, it's best to kind of put those things to the side, to be honest, and focus more on whether if he's a God-fearing man or not. You know, if he's a guy that can teach you the Bible, that can pray, and that can lead you effectively. But to tell you the truth, you shouldn't really leave your man unless he expresses that he's not a believer and he wishes to leave. And so far, so good. She hasn't come to that yet.
princess treatment is required. It is.
What is princess treatment? What is detail what princess treatment is to you?
Being spoiled. I like to be spoiled. I like my, you know, I like to be able to be soft. I like to be able to be within my feminine self. You know, I feel like I'm at peace. I'm single. I'm at peace. So if you take me out of my element and you take me where I have to put back on my grizzly face, or I have to be this, you know, like something that I'm not, I don't want it. I want to be able to be treated a certain way. Gifts are required, but I also give gifts as well. I don't know.
Okay.
Princess treatment is required and she loves being spoilt. So brothers, if you're willing to give her princess treatment and you're willing to spoil her, you're on. Now, saying princess treatment is required and you like to be spoilt, this is when you're just trying to look for a man or you're trying to look for a new husband. That's not what you say. That's not what you say at all. You're supposed to be humble, right? And you're supposed to be telling the man what you're going to do for him. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But a lot of these women are not humble. They don't have humility. They're very prideful. So therefore, princess treatment is required. And she says it so big, bad and bold. You must be able to spoil me. Look, just go away.
Now listen, let's just jump in here because I know some men will say you have a 1-year-old. So what do you say to the
Okay.
guy that might be cautious that you have a 1-year-old child?
I mean, I don't really have nothing to say to a person who's cautious about that. Like, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's unfortunate that his father and I didn't work out. But I don't feel like my person is worried about that. So if it's
Okay.
a person that's worried about that, he's just not my person. Not like, cause my baby is my baby. I'm not gonna explain. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not anything between my kid's father and I. But I'm also not going to try to make excuses. Like, it is what it is. Like, yeah,
Did your child's father give you princess treatment?
absolutely.
So she wants princess treatment and she's got two children, one 12 and one 1. And she said, oh, well, the person that I'm looking for, that shouldn't bother them, right? Basically, if it bothers you, then you're not the person I'm looking for. But all those things do matter, because if you say the father is in their life and he's an amazing father, you know, he's got a 12-year-old and he's got a 1-year-old, then that should bother the man that you're looking for, shouldn't it? Because if you've got a 1-year-old, right, that's a baby. That's literally a baby in the cot that has to be breastfed. So of course he's going to be like, hang on, but if you get on so well with your ex, who already has 2 children with you, Why am I here? Why not just make it work with him? That's what a normal man, a reasonable man, a God-fearing man will be asking. And of course, the princess treatment, I hate when black women go on about, you must be able to treat me like a princess. I'm not treating you like a princess. And unless you're living in my house, we're living like husband and wife. You're taking care of the household. You're doing my laundry. You're doing my food. And you are helping me. You are helpmeet. And you're a virtuous woman, or on your way to be a virtuous woman. You don't get princess treatment otherwise. I'm not going to carry you on the first, second date and treat you like a princess. Sorry. No. You have to prove to me that you are a princess to get princess treatment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why did y'all not work out again?
I just don't think that we were. So if I'm being honest, so when I got into real estate, we were together and we started doing business together. And I feel like our relationship became more about business rather than the personal. And he's like a really business driven individual. So like he wake up thinking about business, he go to sleep thinking about business. And it stopped being romantic and it started to be like a business partnership. And I didn't like it. I don't think he enjoyed it. And I also think that we just grew apart ultimately. I think that, we did stuff to try to rekindle the relationship, but I just don't think that, God pulled us apart. Long story short, God was like, it's time to go. And when God says it's time to go, it's time to go.
Now we're back to black woman logic again. God said to end your relationship. And when God said it's time to go, it's time to go. This is the black woman logic. I'm a God-fearing woman. And if God said it's time to go, it's time to go. Yeah, like God would tell you to leave your husband. Stop putting words in God's mouth. I hate it when these black females like using God's name in everything. God told me to leave my husband and to leave my family and to break my family apart because, well, we grew apart. That's not God, my love. That's not God. That's the devil. God will never do. She never said, oh, he used to beat me. She never said it. Oh, he cheated on me. She didn't say it. Oh, he committed adultery against me. She never said that. Oh, he was into the most grievous things. She never said any of that. She said, oh, he was very business-minded. But hang on, correct me. Don't you want a man that is very business-minded like you? So you left a man that was very business-minded like you, and now you want another business-minded man. Even though the last business-minded man that lived for business, you said you grew apart from him because you thought that he was more concentrated on the business than you. Is this the princess treatment that you deserve and you thought that you deserved and you didn't get? Because it doesn't make any sense. You said you're looking for a business-minded man, but you were with a business-minded man. But he was too business-minded because you want princess treatment. And you grew apart. There's no such thing as growing apart. Marriage or relationships, whatever you want to call it, it's called marriage, is what you make it. If you've been with someone for a long time, it's what you make it. You can't make up your mind and say, oh, well, I'm going to break my relationship apart, even though you've just given birth to a 1-year-old. I'm going to break my relationship apart because I want to do me. This is for me. Because that's what it sounds like to me. You can't say that. You can't do that kind of thing because you're not going to get any relationship afterwards. All you're going to get is scraps because the grass really is not that greener, especially these days.
Husband somewhere eating taco salad, y'all. He gonna be so happy when he find me.
Oh, you gonna upgrade him from taco salad to lamb chops.
I'm telling you, he gonna be so happy.
Okay. So this is Tasha, Phoenix, Arizona, 33. What's the age range you would date?
I would say like 35 to maybe 45.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
No, I don't. I prefer that he come with his own. I prefer if he has a daughter. I want a little girl so bad. So
Oh,
if
you have
I
two
don't,
boys.
Yeah, so have a daughter.
Do you you said he can have kids. Do you want to get married?
Hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. Does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
Absolutely. He gotta have at least 200,000 a year. Yeah.
Now just take a look at the hostess face when she said he must have at least 200, he must be earning 200k per year. Look at Kendra's face when she says that. The look on her face is, that's not realistic. That's not very realistic. It's not gonna happen. This is what these women do. So you leave a perfectly good husband, perfectly good father, then you mess about, mess about, mess about. Oh, he's not this. Oh, he's too business minded. Oh, well, we were too young. Oh, well, we grew apart. And then now you're out here looking for another man, like the grass is greener. And by the way, he must earn 200k. Now you tell me, which black man do you know earns 200k? I mean, if you want to convert that into pounds, that's probably about 180,000 pounds. So it's pretty much, it's still bad. It still looks really bad. 200k is a lot of cash. Not a lot of black men earn that type of money because of the curse that came upon black people. We don't earn that much money.
Okay. 200K. So
Mhm.
150 is not even enough for you.
Really, too. Um, just because I don't want anybody, like, if I'm being honest, I don't want anybody who makes like less than me. I really feel like when it comes to like the woman that I am, granted, I can't speak for nobody else, but I feel like I want to be able to hold my man to a certain caliber. I want to respect him and I want him to feel like he's the king. So if I'm making more than him, I don't think that he gonna get what he's looking for from me.
So you don't, so are you essentially saying you wouldn't respect him as much if he made less money than you?
I'm not saying that, but I feel like I know that, you know, sometimes men have it's like a it could be intimidating dating a woman who probably does make more than them. I have had guys who I was like dating and I made more than them and it was intimidating, like, and they were real you know, it just wasn't fun. Like when it came to financial conversations, it wasn't fun because they thought I was judging them and I wasn't. But it just wasn't it wasn't pleasant.
Okay. Did your child's father make 200K?
He made more than that.
He
We
made
made
more.
more than that together. Yeah.
Okay. So 200K is what it is. 100K, you can't even do that.
No.
So this is the problem with all of this. Ditching your husband. Yeah, if he's earning more than 200k, it's going to be difficult to find a man that earns the same type of money. So this is the problem that you're going to have. So why don't you just stay with him? Huh? Why don't you just stay with him? Why don't you just submit, be the wife that God wants you to be, and just stay with him? I mean, I mean, it's up to him if he wants to take you back, of course. You know, I wouldn't take her because she's defiled. She said she was dating other men, you know, after her ex. So the Bible says you're defiled. If you had sex with other people, then you are defiled. He's not allowed to take you back. But the facts remained that you shouldn't have left him in the first place, right? You should have patched things up and you should have continued to grow and mature. Because being on the dating scene, especially in this day and age, is really tough, especially when you're 33 years old and you're a woman.
Laugh. Laughs, child. 100K gets laughs, child.
No, it's not. It gets less. Stop it. It's not that. Like 100K is good money. You know, you have to have, like, I just want somebody who is established. You know, like I said, I feel I'm coming whole. I make good money. And I'm not asking for more than what I can give out. Like I definitely on a good year make more than 200. So I just feel like, you know, I'm ready to go to that next level. I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to rebuild with nobody. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like I did that with my kid's father, where we started from the ground and we worked our way up. So I just want my person to come in and meet me where I'm at, and we just ride the wave up.
You see, this is the problem. You've left your relationship where you've been with your man for a long time, a very long time, a huge amount of years. You left now, and now you're looking for a new man, and he was earning 200k, and now you're looking for a man that's earning 200k. Now you tell me the black man that earns 200k, and even if you do find a man that earns 200k, there's a possibility that he may not be a nice guy, or there might be a possibility that he may not want you. Because why would he want you? You already have 2 children with the same man. You've already been with someone for a long time. Why would he want you? Why wouldn't he want a younger woman? A woman that doesn't have any children, that's going to bear him some children. Why would he want a woman that has already been married to another man? I know she wasn't legally married, but she's been with the same man for more than 10 years. That is his wife. He's been putting his spirit and his DNA in her. And she's bore him 2 children. That's his wife. Why would another man want to come and take another man's position? Doesn't make any sense. But somehow in a black woman's mind it makes sense. Because it's the black woman logic.
Like, I'm single because after my relationship with my kid's father, I did not want to jump back into anything and be one of those women who say, okay, the quickest way to get over one is to get under a new one. So I really wanted to take the time and heal. I really wanted to start to get to know me. Because like I said, when I was with my kid's father, we didn't know what we wanted in a relationship. And so I had to, because we were together for quite some time, I feel like I did almost lose myself in that relationship. So I had to get to know me, get to start loving on me as this grown woman that I am with 2 children, learn what I wanted, learn what I don't want, and just take my time because I'm not in a rush. I would rather be single than with somebody who doesn't bring me peace, or who is just, not it. Like, it's not like I can't get them, because I can, but I just don't want them, the ones that I done got.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
A guy would be lucky to be with me because I bring peace. I'm a hustler. I am very ambitious. I'm nurturing. I'm all about my family. I'm loving. So I'm going to bring love, peace. But I'm also going to go get some money too. Like, it ain't, we going to make it happen.
Y'all got to make it happen. Let's do it. This is Tasha, Phoenix.
Right, so she said, oh, well, I needed some time to find me after my last relationship, and I need to find who I really was. This woman with 2 children, I needed to really find me, get back to me. So that kind of insinuates that when you were in your last relationship, you didn't know who the hell you were. You couldn't find yourself, and that was one of the reasons why you wanted to break free of that relationship. Now, this is my surmising from what you're saying. Right now, to summarize, she wants a 200k man. She wants a man that she doesn't want to have any more children, and she preferably wants a man with, if he's going to have a child, it must be 1 child and it must be a girl. Right, so she doesn't want to have any more children for this man, but she wants a 200k man. Now, my answer to that is, which 6-figure man is interested in a woman who is in her 30s, who already had a long-term relationship, already had 2 children with the same man? Which 6-figure man is interested in entering that relationship knowing that he's not gonna get a child of his own? Right? Wouldn't a 6-figure man more than likely go for a woman who is younger, more fertile, and who is able to be submissive and bear him children? Right? Wouldn't that make a little bit more sense? You see, these are the things that people don't think of when they're making these type of lists when it comes to dating, right? But yeah, let's move on. Brothers and sisters, I hope you were edified. Shalom.